Before we go ahead to the next exercise, let us just do a small recap of what we have learned with respect to nature of roots. What is b square minus 4ac first of all? B square minus 4ac is called the discriminant. D is equal to b square minus 4ac. It is the discriminant. It tells you, it discriminates between the roots and tells you, differentiates between the roots and tells you whether it is real, not real, equal, imaginary. So, if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, what was the condition? The roots are real and distinct. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, they are real and equal, not different, equal. Distinct means different. B square minus 4ac is less than 0, the roots are imaginary or they don't exist. Looking at these conditions, we can say when do roots actually exist? When it's greater than 0 or equal to 0. So I can say if b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, roots exist. This is just a short recap. Example 16. Find the discriminant of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0 and hence find the nature of the roots. Find the discriminant, find the nature. I don't want roots, just the nature. So first we find b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4 the whole square minus 4, a is 2, c is 3. Minus 4 the whole square plus 16 minus 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. 16 minus 24 minus 8, it is less than 0. So what is the discriminant value? Minus 8. It is less than 0. Do they exist? No. Since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, roots are imaginary. They've only asked for the nature, we've given the nature. Example 17. A pole has to be erected. Erected meaning you're keeping the pole. Now this is the ground, I erect, keep it straight here. Erected at a point on the boundary of a circular park of diameter 13 meters. So we have a circular park and I have to erect a pole, put a pole on the boundary of the circular part. So that pole is P. In such a way that the difference of its distances from two diametrically opposite fixed gates. So we have two gates that are diametrically opposite. This is the diameter. So let's say this is A and B. We already know diameter is 13 meters. How? It's given in the first part of the statement. The distance, okay, in such a way that the difference of the distances from the two diametrically opposite fixed gates. So, AP minus BP or BP minus AP is given as 7 meters. You can take it however you want. You want to take BP minus AP or take BP minus AP. In our figure, BP looks bigger, so I will also take BP. Since they have not told who is bigger, choice is left up to you. So, how do we do this problem? First they're telling, find, is this possible? Check if it's possible. How to check? If roots exist, it's possible. If it's possible, that means if yes, find the distances from the two gates that the pole should be erected at. Find the value of x. So how do we begin? X, okay. So in such a question, it's difficult to explain without a figure. So you clearly write down that let the pole be P and the gates be, let the pole be P and gates be A and B as shown in the figure. So you don't have to go in detail in explaining the figure now because you have followed the question. Now, so I have taken BP as x. So let BP be equal to x. They have given difference between the two, the distances of the gates are BP minus AP. The difference is 7. I'm telling you, choice is left up to you. You can also take AP minus BP is 7, no problem. We don't know which is larger. So, if BP is X, X minus AP is 7. So, what is AP? X minus 7. So, this side that we now got here is X minus 7. Now, can I apply Pythagoras theorem to that triangle? Yes. Why? How do you know that this angle here is 90? How do you know this angle here is 90? Angles in a semicircle is 90. For those who do not know, this is in your lower classes. You must have learnt it in your 9th or 8th grade. Angles in a semicircle is 90. This semicircle, this is a semicircle. So if you take this, angle is always 90. This is a semicircle. Sorry. See, this is a semicircle. Therefore, that angle over there becomes 90. Now, applying Pythagoras theorem, you can write down angle APB is equal to 90 degree. In brackets, angles in a semicircle. Now, applying Pythagoras theorem, AP square plus BP square is equal to AB square. What is AB? What was AB? 13. So, going back to this, x minus 7 the whole square plus x square is equal to 13 square. A minus B formula, A minus B the whole square. So, x square minus 2 into x into 7 plus 7 square plus x square is equal to 13 square, 169. X square minus 14x plus 49 plus x square is equal to 169. X square plus x square, 2x square minus 14x plus 49. If 169 comes this side, it becomes minus 169 is equal to 0. 2x square minus 14x, 49 minus 169. How much is that? Minus 120 is 0. Take 2 common. X square minus 7x minus 60 is 0. So, 2 goes aside. X square minus 7x minus 60 is 0. 12 and 5. Okay, product. What is the product? 1 into minus 60 minus 60. Sum is minus 7. 12 5s are 60. So, this is 12 and 5. You want minus 7. So, minus 12 plus 5. If you multiply them, you get minus 60. If you add them, you get minus 7. Condition satisfied. So, go ahead and split the terms. X square minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 is 0. X into x minus 12 plus 5 into x minus 12 is 0. I hope you understood. I went a little fast. We are already in the last exercise, so you should be able to catch up. X minus 12 into x plus 5 is 0. Gives you 2 possible answers, x equals 12 and x equals minus 5. Can the length BP be negative? No. So, we reject. Conclusion. Therefore, BP equals x equals 12 meters, AP equals x minus 7, 12 minus 7, 5 meters. Example 18. Find the discriminant of the equation and hence find the nature of its roots. Find them if they are real. Easy. So, take the equation first. 3x square minus 2x plus 1 by 3 is 0. What is the first step? Take the LCM. 3. This is 1, 1. So, LCM is 3. So, 3 3s are 9. 9x square minus into 3 into 3. 2 3s are 6x plus 1 equals 0. If 3 goes to the side, 0 into 3 0. It vanishes. 9x square minus 6x plus 1 equals 0 is my standard quadratic equation. Now, find the discriminant. So go ahead with b square minus 4ac. b square minus 6 the whole square minus 4 into 9 into 1. 36 minus 4 nines are 36. 36 minus 36, 0. So the value of the discriminant we have found, it is 0. What happens when the discriminant is 0? What is the nature of the roots? It is real and equal. Since b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, the roots are real and equal. Next, now since they are real, if they are, find them. So we find them. X equals minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. X equals minus b, minus of minus 6, plus or minus root 0 by 2 into a. What is a? 9. So now what happens? X equals minus into minus plus. So it becomes 6 plus or minus root 0 is 0. 2 into 9, 18. So x is, we have two conditions here. 6 plus 0 by 18, 6 minus 0 by 18. X equals 6 by 18. X equals 6 by 18. How do we divide this? 6 ones are 6, 6 threes are 18, ones are 3s are. X equals 1 by 3, x equals 1 by 3. Conclusion statement. Therefore, the roots of the quadratic equation are 1 by 3 comma 1 by 3. Exercise 4.4, we are starting the first question. Find the nature of the roots of the following quadratic equation. If the roots exist, find them. First question, 2x square minus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. How do you do it? First the discriminant to check whether they exist. So b square minus 4ac minus 3 the whole square minus 4 into a is 2, c is 5. Minus 3 the whole square plus 9. 4 2s are 8. 8 5s are 40. 9 minus 40. What is 9 minus 40? Minus 31. It is less than 0. Will the root exist? No. So you can write out, they have not asked the nature of the roots. Have they asked the nature of the roots in the question? No. So you can write out, since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, roots do not exist. Even if you write, since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, roots are imaginary, that is also correct. No problem. But since they are asking whether they exist or not, which is why I am saying they do not exist. Even roots are imaginary is also correct. Next question. 3x square minus 4 root 3x plus 4 equals 0. Some of you all have a difficulty in solving root problems, like to split the middle term, right? So now since we know the formula technique, it will be very easy to split it using the formula, meaning to find the values of x. So if you are finding a difficulty with factorization, feel free to do quadratic equation formula method. So now first find b square minus 4ac. Minus 4 root 3 the whole square minus 4, a is 3, c is 4. Minus 4 root 3 the whole square, minus whole square plus, ignore, I will leave it. 4 square, 16, see, 4 root 3 into 4 root 3. 4 4s are 16, root 3, 3. 16 3s are 48, so this becomes 48. 4 3s are 12, 12 4s are again 48. 48 minus 48, 0. b square minus 4ac is 0. What can you say about the roots? Roots are, please write on the statement, since b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, roots are real and equal. I have not written it down, write it down. Do the roots exist? Yes. So should we find the roots? Yes. x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. X is equal to minus b, minus of minus 4 root 3 plus or minus root 0 divided by 2 into 3, that is 6. So x equals 4 root 3 plus or minus root 0, 0 by 6. What are the two possible solutions? X is equal to 4 root 3 plus 0 by 6. X is equal to 4 root 3 minus 0 by 6. X equals 4 root 3 by 6. X equals 4 root 3 by 6. What can we do here? 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. X equals 2 root 3 by 3. X equals 2 root 3 by 3. These are the roots of the equation. Sometimes in some books you will see they do it like this. This is only if you want. This is the correct answer. You should never keep root in the denominator. It is not a good practice to keep root in the denominator. But in some textbook you will still find this answer. 2 root 3 by 3. I can write 3 as root 3 into root 3. No doubts. Why? Because root a into root a is a. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. Root 3 cancel. Answer is 2 by root 3. So even if you write this as 2 by root 3 and 2 by root 3, it is correct. It is not wrong. But it is a good practice to not keep root in the denominator. Which is why we will choose to leave it like this. Even this is correct, but we will leave it like this. Next question. 2x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. First find the value of b square minus 4ac. Minus 6 the whole square minus 4 into 2 into 3. Minus 6 the whole square, negative sign to the power of 2, positive. 6 square 36 minus 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. 36 minus 24 is 12. It is greater than 0. So write down, since b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, root exists and they are real and distinct. Continue to solve and find the value of x. X is minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Minus b, minus of minus 6 plus or minus root of 12 divided by 2a, 2 into 2. X is equal to minus into minus 6 plus or minus root 12. I can write root 12 as root 4 into 3. Root 4 is 2. This is root 3. So you get 2 root 3 plus or minus 2 root 3 by 4. Can I take 2 on top as common? Yes. So you're left with 3 plus or minus root 3 by 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So what are the two possible solutions? X is equal to, here first you get 3 plus or minus root 3 by 2. Split it. X is equal to 3 plus root 3 by 2 and x is equal to 3 minus root 3 by 2. These are the two roots of the quadratic equation. Second question. Find the value of k for each of the following quadratic equation so that they have two equal roots. It is given in the question that they have equal roots. Equal roots means what? Discriminant is 0. So it is given that b square minus 4ac is 0. What is b? K. How do we know that? Next to x is b. Here b is nothing but k. Minus 4 into a is 2, c is 3. K square minus 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24 is equal to 0. K square is equal to plus 24. K is equal to plus or minus root 24. K is equal to plus or minus 24 can be written as what? 24 is 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, 3, 3, 1. Pair it. 2 square into 2 into 3. K is equal to plus or minus. If the 2 square comes outside, it is 2. In the root, you are left with 2 and 3. 2 3s are 6. So, K is equal to plus or minus 2 root 6 is the answer. Similarly, next question. But this is not in the standard form. First, we will bring the equation in the form of a standard quadratic equation. It's given kx into x minus 2 plus 6 equals 0. Normal multiplication, multiply kx into x and kx into minus 2. Kx into x, kx square. Kx into minus 2, minus 2kx plus 6 is equal to 0. This is standard form. You have x square, x and constant term. Given, what are they given? That the roots are equal. So, b square minus 4ac is 0 is given. B square minus 2k the whole square minus 4 into a, k, c, 6 equals 0. Minus 2k the whole square, negative the whole square plus 2 the whole square 4, k the whole square, k square, minus 4 6 are 24. So, this will become 24k is equal to 0. 4k square minus 24k is equal to 0. Carefully listen. This is wrong what I do next. Observe carefully. If you write 4k square minus 24k is equal to 0 and then write 4k square is equal to 24k, cancel k and k and then write 4k equals 24, k equals 24 by 4, 6. You will get only one value of k. It is semi-correct. It is not completely correct. Why? Because whenever you cancel something like this, you are avoiding the 0 condition. What does that mean? See here, carefully observe. If I put k equals 0 for the step, 4 into 0 square is equal to 24 into 0. Is the condition satisfied? Yes, it is satisfied. See, 0 equals 0. So, that means k can also be 0. So, how do you know that you are wrong? In mathematics or in your science subjects, if you have a variable whose answer you are trying to find, let's say you have xy is equal to 7x. You cannot, you can write, cancel xx and write y equals 7, no problem. But you are missing out on one answer, x equals 0. How? How is x equal to 0? See here, xy is equal to 7x. xy minus 7x is 0. X you take common, y minus 7 is 0. You get two answers. X is equal to 0, y minus 7 equals 0. X equals 0 one answer, y equals 7 another answer. Don't get too confused. Just remember, you are not allowed to simply cancel variables like this. You have to not cancel variables directly. If you are cancelling the variable, please take that variable as 0. It is too confusing. So, we'll make a very, very simple rule saying that if you have a question like this, you are not allowed to cancel variables directly. Instead, what you're supposed to do is take common. K and 4 is common. So, you're left with k minus 6. Now, 4k is equal to 0. K minus 6 equals 0. How? How did I get this? Is this factorization? It's similar to that. See, this is one product, this is another product. How does that happen? I already explained in factorization. If a into b is 0, that means a can be 0. 0 into b. Condition satisfied. So, you took a as 0. Or you can also take b as 0. Check. A into 0 equals 0, 0 equals 0. So A can be 0 or B can be 0. So similarly here, can I say 4k is 0 or k minus 6 is 0? Yes. So k is 0 and k is 6. You have to get both the answers. Now, is both the answer valid? Are both the answers valid? K is equal to 0 and k equals 6? No. Why? Observe carefully in the quadratic equation. First term has k in it. If I put k equals 0, what will happen? Observe carefully. 0 into x square 0 minus 2 into 0, 0, whatever, something will happen. My first term vanishes. X square term vanishes. What is the first rule we learned in quadratic equation? In a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. A can never be 0. Why? Because the square term cannot vanish. So, if k is 0, first term vanishes. That is not allowed in quadratic equation, which is why we will say that we are rejecting this. Therefore, final answer k is equal to 6. Okay. Is it possible to design a rectangular mango groove, meaning mango field, whose length is twice its breadth? They have given rectangle, length is equal to twice its breadth. How do we decide who to take x? I hope you've understood by now. We'll take this as x, so length will become 2x. I hope this is very clear. If this is x, this length becomes 2x. So x and 2x. If so, find its length and breadth. So they've given the area, and if so, that means if is it possible. If it is possible, find the length and breadth. So how do we do this? First statement, write down. Let the breadth be x and let the length be 2x. Given condition, area is equal to 800. Area is nothing but length into breadth. What is length? 2x. What is breadth? X. Next, 2x square is equal to 800. Correct? X square is equal to what? 400. You have to check whether it's possible. Don't check value of x. You have to check whether the condition is possible. That means you have to check b square minus 4ac. What is this? X square minus 400 is 0. Can I rewrite this statement as x square plus 0x minus 400 is 0? Anybody any doubts? I hope not, because I just put the missing x term here. Why? Because I want it in the form of a standard quadratic equation. Why? Easy to apply discriminant formula. B square minus 4ac. Why are we doing this? To check whether the condition is possible or not. 0 square minus 4 into a 1 c minus 400. 0 square 0 minus into minus plus 4 into 400 1600. 1600 is greater than 0. Roots exist. That means this condition is possible. So you can write down, since b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, roots exist and this condition is possible. If you want, you can go ahead with applying quadratic formula, but since this is a very easy equation, x square plus 0, x minus 400 is 0, we will directly solve it. X square minus 400 is 0, x square is equal to 400. X is equal to plus or minus root 400. X is equal to plus or minus 20. X is plus 20, x is minus 20. Can the breadth be negative? No. Reject. Conclusion. Therefore, the breadth is x equals 20 meters. What is the length? 2x, 2 into 20, 40 meters. You have to check whether it's possible. In this particular question, it's very easy to find x. No need to waste time and go and find discriminant and then come here, because the answer is right here. If all are negative or the answer is not possible, we'll just say it's not possible. See here, x equals plus or minus root 400, x equals plus or minus 20, x equals 20, x equals minus 20. Can breadth be negative? No. So we will reject it. Therefore, we conclude the breadth is, please write down in words, the breadth is x equals 20 meters, length is 2x equals 2 into 20, 40 meters. The situation is possible. Next question. Is the following situation possible? If so, determine their present ages. The sum of the ages of two friends is 20 years. Whenever sum related questions are given, how should we solve it? I hope you remember. If you and your friend together have 10 chocolates, you have 3 chocolates. How many chocolates does your friend have? All of you guessed 7. How did you get 7? 10 minus 3 is 7. Just like that, the sum of two people, their ages are 20. Let the first person's age be x years. How much will be the second person's age? 20 minus x. So if there are two people A and B, and the present age of A is x and the present age of B is 20 minus x. Continue the question. 4 years ago. So this is minus 4 years. 4 years ago. What will be A's age? X is current. So this will be x minus 4. 20 minus x is B's present age. 4 years ago, 20 minus x minus 4 or 16 minus x. Please concentrate and understand how age problems work. All of them show the same method. Okay. So now 4 years ago the product of their ages were 48. 4 years ago the product of their ages are 48. If you multiply these two, x minus 4 into 16 minus x is how much? 48. Normal expansion, x you multiply, x will go with this, x into 16, 16x, x into minus x square. Minus 4 into 16 minus 64, minus 4 into minus x plus 4x is equal to 48. Now, minus x square plus 16x. Plus 16x plus 4x, can I write it as plus 20x? Yes. Minus 64 equals 48. You have two choices, bring 48 here or send everyone that side. Since I want my x square term to be positive, I'll send everyone that side. 0 is equal to 48 plus x square minus 20x plus 64. So now what happens? X square like that only, minus 20x. 48 plus 64. 112. So plus 112 is 0. Now you have to check whether this condition is possible. How do we check whether this condition is possible? B square minus 4ac. So take B square minus 4ac. B minus 20 the whole square minus 4. A is 1. C is 112. Minus 20 the whole square plus 400 minus 112 into 4. 448 minus 48. It is less than 0. Since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, the roots are imaginary and this situation is not possible. That should be your conclusion statement. Last question of the chapter. Is it possible to design a rectangular park of perimeters 80 meters and area 400 meters square. If so, find its length and breadth. They have not spoken about the relation between the length and breadth. So it is difficult. For example, when they say length is 2 times its breadth, easy. L is 2 times B. You take B as X and you get 2X. Or length is 1 more than twice its breadth. We have solved problems like that. In this particular question, they're not telling you anything between length and breadth. So you can use 2 variables and then later on use substitution technique to make it quadratic. So in this question, we'll take one of them as X and the other as Y. Let's say breadth is X and length is Y. So in this question, they have given, first you write on the first statement, let the breadth be X and the length be Y meters. Please write down the first statement. Now, given condition, perimeter is 80. Perimeter formula is 2 times length plus breadth. Length is Y, breadth is X is equal to 80. Y plus X is 40. Okay, send the 2 down. What about the area? Area given is 400. Length is Y, breadth is X, 400. How do we do such questions? We use substitution technique. What is Y over here? 40 minus X. I will take this and substitute it here. So label this as equation 1, label this as equation 2. So now taking 1 and going to 2. So what are we doing? Observe carefully. Substituting 1 in 2. See there? Y. In the place of Y, you're putting 40 minus X. In the place of Y, you're putting 40 minus X. 40 minus X into X is equal to 400. 40X multiplying minus X square is 400. Shift everything that side. Minus X square goes aside plus X square. 40X goes aside minus 40X plus 400 is 0. This is very, very simple. We know 400 is made of 20 into 20, 20 plus 20, 40. So easy. Product is 400. Sum is minus 40. So you can say 20, 20 gives 400, but I want negative sign, so minus 20, minus 20. Now you might feel, why didn't we take B square minus 4AC? They have asked to check if the situation is possible. Listen carefully. If you can split the terms and find the value of X, situation is possible. Obviously, that's why you can find the value of X. If you cannot think and cannot split, please go for B square minus 4AC. See if the situation is possible. That is also fine. Understand? If you can split something and find the value of X, that means situation is possible. So now, situation is possible, meaning splitting is possible. Then you should verify the X values. If both are negative, can lengths be negative? Can breadths be negative? No. You will have to reject it later on. So seeing this condition here, X square minus 20X minus 20X plus 400 is 0. From the first 2 terms, take common, X minus 20. Here also you need X minus 20. What is the filler term? Minus 20. X minus 20 into X minus 20 is equal to 0. 2 conditions, X minus 20 is 0, X equals 20, X minus 20 is 0, X equals 20. You're getting the same values of X, so the only possible condition is, therefore you can say, therefore the breadth is, what is the breadth? The breadth is X equals 20 meters. The length is Y. What was the value of Y? We did it on top. What did we take the value of Y as? 40 minus X. So, the value of Y here is 40 minus X. 40 minus 20, 20 meters. Hence, this situation, your last statement, hence The situation is possible. So students, we have reached the end of the chapter. I hope the chapter seemed easy after going through the videos. If you have any doubts, please go back and revise the videos. We have solved every condition. Concentrate on factorization to split the middle term. Your multiplication should be strong. Concentrate on your signs as well, because if any sign changes, the equation itself changes. All the very best and thank you.